Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and in tonight's movie review, I'm going to be doing a movie review on this movie released in 2005, and it's also a Peter Jackson movie as well, and this review is on Peter Jackson's King Kong. Academy Award-winning director Peter Jackson brings his sweeping cinematic vision to King Kong. Naomi Watts, Jack Black, and Adrien Brody star in this spectacular film filled with heart-pounding action, terrifying creatures, and groundbreaking special effects unlike anything you've seen before. And get ready for breathtaking action in this thrilling epic adventure about a legendary gorilla captured on a treacherous island and brought to civilization where he faces the ultimate fight for survival. An experience the movie that critics are hailing as a rousing, exciting cinematic adventure, says Scott Mantz, Access Hollywood. Yeah, so I actually watched the whole movie of this like not long ago, like at the end of last month in April, and I'm gonna have to say, I think when it comes to Peter Jackson's filmography, other than The Frighteners, which I thought was a pretty good movie from Peter Jackson, The Frighteners with Michael J. Fox, I gotta say I really enjoyed King Kong as well. My Uncle Charles even enjoyed this movie too. I gotta say King Kong was definitely an awesome film released in 2005. And it's also hard to believe that this movie has nearly been around for 20 years. Like, this movie came out like Christmas, like December 2005. Maybe I can probably see why people have been saying this was probably like one of the best films to ever come out in 2005. And I gotta say, the visual effects in this movie, like the visual effects need no introduction because the visual effects and the motion capture performance, like the motion capture with on King Kong, it's like really well done and well neat. And yeah, and of course we know. Oh yeah, Kong, and of course we know Andy Serkis performs the motion capture in this film. Andy Serkis needs no introduction when it comes to motion capture in his films, but I gotta say, Andy Serkis did a great job playing Kong in this film through motion capture, and everyone else did a great job as well, like Naomi Watts and Jack Black. This movie was actually one of Jack Black's more dramatic roles, where he's not all comical and silly like you think he is. Like it's Jack Black playing Jack Black, where he's all humorous and comical. But no, guys. King Kong is actually one of Jack Black's more dramatic roles that he's in, like where he's not all silly and comedic, where he's not all Poe or Steve. But yeah, Jack Black was really good in the film, and Adrien Brody. Adrien Brody was also really good in the film too. Adrien Brody did great, and of course, I also liked Adrien Brody in The Brutalist and The Pianist, like the piano player. Like that was also a really good film too, despite the director of the film not being a good person. But I'm not going to go into full detail on that. Oh yeah, and James Newton Howard's music score, like I gotta say, James Newton Howard's like I have a lot of I have a lot of favorite film composers, especially James Newton Howard. Like the music in this film is very very well done, and of course we all know the famous scene where King Kong like climbs to the top of the Empire State Building. Yeah, yeah, and I gotta say, this movie and The Frighteners are two of the only Peter Jackson films that I like the most. That I don't really mind all that much because I know I hate to say this, guys, in case some of you guys haven't heard this yet, but I was never into Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, but I was just never into Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. But my Uncle Charles thought it's still an amazing trilogy, and hit like Uncle Charles told me about it, but I don't know. It's just I'm just not really that big on Lord of the Rings, and I was never really into it. I think it's probably not only because of how long they are, but especially the last Lord of the Rings was considered the best one in people's opinions, as far as I heard. But there was actually an extended cut of the last Lord of the Rings where it's actually even a lot longer. Like, how am I going to sit through that long of a movie? I mean, sure, I have seen some 3 hour movies before, but I don't think any 3.5 hour movie can top, the ones that I've seen before. Like, the extended cut of Lord of the Rings. I'm not really too sure. But yeah. But yeah, like I said, the 2005 King Kong and The Frighteners are two of the only Peter Jackson films that I like. Even though the 2005 King Kong, even though this movie's like 3 hours and 8 minutes, like did this movie really need to be 3 hours and 8 minutes? Like that feels kind of long. Like maybe if they cut a couple scenes out, that they would have made this film like 2.5 hours instead. But whatever, it is what it is. And yeah, like, what more can I say about Peter Jackson's King Kong? All I can say is, regardless, it's an awesome movie, and I like it. So, overall, King Kong is an awesome movie, and I'm gonna give this movie 4.5 out of 5 stars. And there you have it, guys. Even if you're interested in checking out this movie, despite the fact that some of you guys out there don't even like 3-hour movies, which I can understand why people think 3-hour movies aren't everyone's cup of tea, but if you're interested in checking out this movie, then I highly recommend it. And there you have it, guys. That's my review on Peter Jackson's King Kong. And there you go, guys. So that's going to be it for this review. Hope you guys liked it. And if you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And also make sure to like this video as well. With that being said, until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.